Good morning, everyone. We've started talking about being the best version of ourselves. And there's some gap between what we actually do and what we're capable of doing. And that gap might be 1%, it could be 10%, it could be 50%. That's sort of up to you. And we talked yesterday about really looking inside ourselves and trying to figure out what that is and what that looks like and what that gap that we can close is. Maybe we don't close it all the way, maybe we close it most of the way. But what I need you to do today is I need you to decide what that gap is. You had all night to think about it. Decide what that gap is. And then I just want you to say that out loud. Maybe it's, I'm just too disorganized. I would be more efficient if I was more organized. Or I don't have the experience, I don't have the knowledge to do this extra thing that I want to do to grow my income. I don't have time. I'm too busy. Whatever that gap is, why aren't you producing more? Why aren't you selling twice as much? And you just ask yourself, what's the gap? I don't have enough help. I don't have an assistant. That's the gap that we need to identify. So once we identify that gap, all we want to do is we just want to say it. I'm just too disorganized, right? I'm not motivated enough to make the extra 10 calls a day. Whatever that gap is for you, I just need you to say that out loud, because what we're going to do is we're going to take that from the subconscious part of our brain into the conscious part. We're just going to work on it a little bit every single day. What is this one thing that I need to do? What's this one belief that I need to change? I'm too busy. I don't have enough help. I'm not smart enough. I'm not strong enough. Whatever your deal is, figure it out. Figure it out and just say that. Think it. Because all we want to do is we want to get it out into the open. Once it's out in the open, then we're going to attack it. And we're going to do this process. You should be doing this process 3 or 4 times a year, because every time you deal with a belief that keeps you from what you're potentially producing, there's a new gap. That target moves. And so when the target moves, we move too. So we're going to keep going through this process. So for right now, we just need to know what it is. What's the one thing that you believe about why you're here, why you're not here, why you're not producing what you're capable of producing? Because we know that all of us are capable of more. Just have to make the decision to produce more. And once we do that, once we make that decision, we identify what the thought process is behind why we haven't made that shift, and we break that down. So that's what we're doing. Let's just understand what this thought is behind you not producing what you're capable of. Because our goal is in the next 20 to 40 days to change your thinking about what you're capable of and change that thought into something that's going to help you produce the results that you're capable of.